welcome to update number 100. Can you believe this, Kate? Number 155
It's crazy.
from MAGFAST. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Hello, welcome. I'm Seymour, your founder, your inventor, CEO here at MAGFAST. With me is Kate. Hey, Kate.
Hi, everyone. So we're going to have a great update for you, or upgrade for you today. And we also have a fun Christmas Hanukkah gift for you as well.
We do.
That we use all the time, and it'll save you hours a week.
Stick with us. This is great, the thing we've got for you. If you don't, because when you gift, you never know if someone already has something. But I know that most folks watching this don't already have this. It could be big. And we've also got the secret word for you. Every month we do a little fun prize draw for our friends, family, $1,000 value, cool electronics, including MAGFAST stuff. Kate is the supremo on that, and you have some of the recent winners, right, Kate?
Yes, I do. So I haven't actually contacted the November winner yet. I wanted to announce it here. But first, our last September winner was Christine Enns. Hi, Christine. And then Christine. Our October winner was John Harbaugh. And our November winner is John Jasinski.
John Jasinski. Well done, John. The other two I recognize because I had to send them their thing. I think, as I recall, I think both of them chose iPhones, which is great. Yeah, thrilled to get those off to you. One was in Canada, because we welcome our friends and family from all around the world. And I got it was very, because I got right to the point where you were about to check out, and you had to select the country, and it wouldn't allow me to select Canada, so I had to go to the Canada version of the. Please already, too much time wasted there. So congratulations to all our winners. It's a $1,000 draw. We're going to do a secret word for you to have three extra chances to win in this month's draw. We'll give you the secret word a little bit later on in this tape broadcast video episode. Right?
Yes, correct.
Also, we got word from Facebook the other day that we had 8,800, I think, likes on Facebook, and that if we get to 10,000, something or other happens. I think they allow us to do cooler things on our page. It makes things a little easier for us. We're able to serve you a little bit better. And as I know many of our new investors are watching at the moment, thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, you want us to be leaning harder into social media. We do this with Kate, and I do this the upgrade every week or two, which is great, and it means that we are on social media, but we need to be doing, more. And so that's one of the plans for next year. It's gonna help us if you do like us. If you could click right underneath us at the moment, there should be a like button for Facebook. While you're there, there's also the YouTube, and the YouTube button. Kate, am I right? I believe that the young people they don't just click on the YouTube button, right? What do you have to do to the YouTube button?
Smash it.
You have to smash. Listen to me. Lean in. You have to smash the YouTube button. Don't go clicking. Anyone who clicks, that's it. It's over. You have to smash the YouTube button, please. All right? Smash, please. Please smash.
Oh my goodness.
And then also, I think we have the Twitter. We have the Twitter follow button.
The Twitter.
If you like to do that as well, and we are, as I say, we're working to up our game on all of those because it's a really important part of the brand equity. And thank you so much to those who did invest. It's been amazing, right, Kate?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you everyone who invested. It was amazing. We actually did, or Seymour did, an update last week about that, explaining, everything that happened and thanking everyone who invested. It's update 154 if you want to go check that out, which you should. And if you have any additional questions about investing or about your investment, please contact Net Capital because they can see your investment, and you can email them at hello@netcapital.com.
And they're great, and they're working through They're working through everything. I mean, they really are. They're getting to everything. There's no need to contact us. We'll, if you contact us, we will merely flip it back over to them. But obviously, ultimately, if you have a problem, get in touch with us as well, because Kate and Co are there to. Well, we're all there to help you. But Kate and the customer service team are actually good at it. The other thing I just wanted to say is, I know there's a large number of people who are disappointed that they did not manage to get in for a variety of reasons. I also said in that update, and you should check it out if you haven't seen it, the previous update, the upgrade 154. A bunch of different things happened, most of which were not in our control. But what is in our control is what we set up for you going forward. I said in that 154, the problem is the SEC gives us very odd constraints on what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say. So I cannot make any kind of announcement, any kind of forward-looking statement, I think they call it at this time. But we are working on creating things that you will like for the future. And I'd probably better say no more than that. We'll see what we can do in the new year. All right. So this week we wanted to, in a small way, give a little something back to you for being so amazing to us all the way through this year. We have, what is it now, over 900 new shareholders to whom we have an additional responsibility now, Kate, yes?
Yes, definitely. And today we're going to be talking about security because it's extremely important for us, and for you.
Well, it's important, but it's also fun.
Yeah, okay.
Security's fun. Security fun. We're actually changing this week's edition to Security Fun with Kate and Seymour.
Okay. Well, we'll just be discussing that today, and we want to make sure that we can help you be secure as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have, there's this thing called, when you run a company, there's this thing called Fiduciary Responsibility, I think, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. You've got to be looking after the people, your investors and the people who are invested. Now, we obviously, specifically, we now have people who have purchased securities, but we see it as being much broader than that. We have a broad responsibility to everybody who loves the project. Whether, if you've just been following us and you're not a customer, we love you. If you're a customer, we love you. If you're an investor, we love you. If you work with us on this project, we love you. So I feel this very intense responsibility to make this as successful as possible. And that means a bunch of things. It means like social media we mentioned just now, like doing more things to help it become more, to grow the brand and to make something great. But you also have to make sure that you protect what you've got. And that's where security comes in. So we're going to whip through this really quickly because it's not everybody's favorite topic, but it is something that again, if you've already done this, congratulations, but I know that most folks watching this have not. You're online all day, every day, and it's as easy as that to steal your stuff. It really, really is. If you've already experienced this, I'm sorry, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. If you haven't already experienced it and you're not taking this whole kind of password safety thing seriously, then it really is only a matter of time. And the bad guys are getting smarter and smarter and smarter all the time. And computers are getting more and more powerful all the time. And they just use computers to take you out. So we're going to have a fun, what kind of session is it going to be, Kate?
A fun, secure session?
Fun session here on security. So a couple of things. First of all, one is, did I tell you about this one before? Reply All Kate, the Snapchat thief. Did you listen to it? Did I mention it to you before?
Yes, but I haven't listened to it yet. Sorry.
All right. So Kate and everybody watching, your homework, which you will enjoy very much, by the way, is there's a great podcast. And if you don't listen to podcasts, it doesn't matter. You can just look it up on the web and listen to it right on the web. A great podcast called Reply All. It's a really fun team. And episode 130 has this funny title, The Snapchat Thief. The reason it's called that is because it's about the story of a woman who was on Snapchat, and one day she couldn't log in. It turned out that someone had stolen her Snapchat account, and they started doing this whole investigation of how easy it is to take over people's online accounts. The answer is it's very easy, but it's also very easy to protect yourself. And if you will please just stick with us for a few minutes, we're going to show you how and give you a really great gift that is going to help you to do it. So this is the moment. You're amongst friends. You're safe with us. People have been telling you. You've been reading articles forever that you need to improve your game. We're going to fix this in the next half hour if you will stick with us. So the other resource, just before we get into this, is, I'm never quite sure how to pronounce it, but it's Have I Been PW, password, NED, like password or something, I think it is. It kind of looks like it says Have I Been Pawned, but that's not. But it sort of reads like that, but it's Have I Been PW, NED. Have I been pawned? What you do is you go there, you type in your email address, right? Whatever it happens to be, nice Kate from customer service at gmail.com, for instance, if that happens to be your address. All right. You type that in at haveibeenpwned.com, and it'll show you, it'll give you a scary printout of all the places online where your email has been exposed in combination with passwords, right? So but as I say, do this early in the day and take your calming tea and medications for the rest of the day so that you can sleep that night, because it's scary when you go in there. Most of my email addresses are in there, so I'm really glad that I've been taking seriously the stuff that we're about to show you. All right, 3 golden rules on passwords, logins and passwords. We're going to take you through now. And as we do them, you're going to go, yeah, I know, I've heard that before, but it's all too hard. And then we're going to solve the it's too hard problem. So let's go through them quickly. Kate, what are the golden 3 rules?
Number 1 is always have long passwords. Very long.
Long, very long. The length of the password is by far the most important thing. It's nice if you can have numbers and uppercase and this, that, and the other. But I promise you, back in the day, I studied engineering at a good university. It really is a long time ago, but I promise you it's the length of the password is the most important thing to do. And a tip that I always get, like, you want to have, and we're going to show you in a minute how to have these long passwords that are kind of QHR3147, close squiggly bracket, exclamation point, blah, blah, blah. We're going to show you how to have those the whole time. But oftentimes people, it's just, if you feel that you have to have, because I know you've had kittens 1, 2, 3 for a long time. And if you just can't let it go, then make it kittens 1, 2, 3, kittens 1, 2, 3, kittens 1, 2, 3, kittens 1, 2, 3, because then at least it's long. All right, it's long, and even though I've said that out loud, no, nobody should ever use that. Then the length of it makes it much harder for these people to crack. And I forget, I don't have the exact statistics in front of me, but it's something like a 5-letter password can be cracked in 15 seconds, and a 10-letter password takes a year, and a 15-letter password takes 84 billion years, or something like that. It's one of those crazy things where the extra length makes an insane difference. So we want to go long, 15, 20 characters, something like that is good. All right, rule number 2.
Rule number 2 is all of your passwords.
Siri, excuse me, Siri. We're busy at the moment. You're interrupting. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Siri. The second rule is always have different passwords in every place. A different password for, your Gmail, different password for your Facebook, everything. Yeah.
I used to, back in the day, I'd heard this rule. And so I used to have, you may know, I used to work at a radio station a long time ago, and it was 95.8, so 958. So I had Google 958 was my Google password, and Yahoo 958 was my Yahoo password.
Not long enough.
Amazon 958. So they weren't very long. And if you got one, you could guess the others. So terrible from both of those points of view, but they were at least different in each place. So if someone stole it, if a computer program stole it in one place and just tried to jam it in another place, it wouldn't work. All right. So long and different. And then the third thing we always say, and this is actually when you come to work with MAGFAST, like before you start work, we actually have a security policy that everybody has to read and sign. And this is one of the things in the policy is always turn on what, Kate?
2-factor.
Okay. Which you sometimes see written as 2. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Is it 2? Am I getting this right? 2FA. Yeah, 2FA. So 2FA, 2-factor authentication. And how would you describe that to folks Kate?
It's when sometimes a site will send you a text message with a code, or if you have an authenticator app, which I do and I recommend, you can log into it and it'll give you a code to sign into whatever account you're trying to get into.
Now, I didn't, thank you, you're right. And I didn't realize this for years, but all the authenticator apps are the same. It says, now add this to Google Authenticator. You can. Google Authenticator is great, but actually all the password managers, and we'll talk about them in a second, they can all do it. Microsoft has an authenticator. McAfee. There are all these authenticators, and they can all key off of the same information. So it doesn't have to be Google Authenticator. Google just did a good job of being there first and getting everybody to write their name on everything, as they so often do. All right. So always turn it on, and the authenticator, the generated numbers, are better than the telephone one, as you will learn if you listen to the Snapchat Thief episode 130 from Reply All. Because there's this thing called SIM swapping, where it's relatively easy for a determined hacker to actually receive your text messages. Yes, it's a crazy world. Listen to it, because there's advice in there about what to do about that as well. I have to say, I find all of this stuff, you can tell, because I was joking about it being fun earlier on, right, Kate? I actually, and Kate always tells you the truth, it actually is quite good fun when you get it going, isn't it? I think what's not fun is fearing getting started. That is no fun. But actually getting it done, it's a bit like kind of, tidying your bedroom or, sorting out your desk or something. It's one of those things where it's, and then you do it and it really feels good. Really feels easy. And it's easy. All right. So the other thing that we require of everyone who works at MAGFAST is that they use a password manager. We actually provide one. I'll talk about it in a second. So what are the well-known brands of password manager, Kate? There's Dashlane, right?
Oh, yes, Dashlane and OnePassword.
And there's a bunch of other ones as well. Dashlane I tried for a while. I looked at it. It looks great. It's very often recommended, when you read articles about this, often recommended Dashlane. Kate used to use LastPass. We'll talk about that in a second. And it's also great. It's just that as a company, we use OnePassword. Amy, my wife, and I had used it for a decade or something. And then when it came time to set this up for the company, we went with the one that we already knew and trusted, encouraged by the fact that it generally did as well as the others or better in reviews. And also, I think at the time, I just heard that both IBM and Apple had implemented it for maybe for all or large parts of their employee basis. I'm like, you know what, if it's secure enough for those folks, it's secure enough for us. So OnePassword. Now, I want to just show you a little video here. And the only reason it's a recorded video is because I knew if I tried to do it live that I would mess up. So what I'm going to do, what I've recorded on the you're going to see on the screen here is you're going to see me log into four websites on my computer, like my desktop, my laptop. 4 websites in a row. They all have 2-factor, all of them, but the third one you'll see doesn't actually ask for the 2-factor, because sometimes the websites, they only ask for the second factor. Some of them always ask for it. Some of them, like they saw you log in 5 minutes ago, they say it's okay, I don't need to ask for that. So you'll see that the third one doesn't actually go for the 2-factor. And then the 5th one is recorded off the screen of my my phone, and it's the same password manager, all synced up between the two. And so you'll see me go into, I think it's the second website, I go into it again on my mobile. Why would you sit around and watch this? Because if you're not already doing this, it's going to blow your mind how quick and easy this is. All right, so take a look at this. Let me just put my glasses on so I can see what's going on. All right, so let's roll the tape now. So here I am at GoDaddy, where you register websites. Boom, username, password are in. There goes the 2-factor, and we're into GoDaddy. Let's go to the second website now. Here we are, merchant login. Chosen one of several passwords there, username, password, 2-factor, and we're in. Third website coming up now. This is Box, the storage people. In we go. Boom, password, boom. They don't need the 2-factor for that one, as I said. Here comes Envato, resources for WordPress, username, password. They do want the 3rd factor. There it is. And we're in. And let's flip over to the phone example here. All right. Click in. It's integrated with the phone. There you go. You see it did Face ID there. Username, password. Paste in the 6-digit code. Boom. and we are in.
So easy.
So in, what was that, 40 seconds or something? In 52 seconds there, I did 5 logins, about 10 seconds per login, including one on the mobile device, all the full 2-factor. Most folks don't have 2-factor, and they'd still be busy typing in, still fiddling around or finding the, looking it up. So this thing, once you get it up and running, is way, 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 way easier than not using a manager, and it's kind of literally a million times more secure. I mean, literally a million times more secure, because you're going to have these passwords. Now the thing is going to generate. You use this, right, Kate, to generate your passwords now?
Yes, definitely. I use it all the time on my computer and my phone.
Right, and they sync together. So you set up a new password, and one immediately you can go on your phone. So kittens123, that's a thing of the past now. With these, and all the passwords are long and crazy and complicated, right? Yeah, the kind of password you could show to someone, they would never be able to remember it. No human would remember it. It's all long. Yeah, it's all long and complicated. Yeah. If you have one where you know that you need to be able to store it in your head, they have a way of generating ones that are kind of made up of sets of words. So if you had to have a long one that you can remember, you could have at the top of the hill I found the golden egg, or some long sentence or other like that, which I just made up. Don't go trying it anywhere. But that would be long, right? At the top of the hill. That would be like a lot of letters to type in. But it would be something that you can remember. But you only want to use it in one place. I think I have only one password that I actually know to use. It's long, but I know what it is, and then all of the others are in one password. So, as I mentioned earlier on, Amy and I have been using a password manager, this password manager, for 10 years. We've used it in the company for 2 years, and I think that this is so important. Because it's hell if you get a password breach. So what I did was I got in touch with the folks at OnePassword. Now, listen, I'm not specifically promoting them. It's the one of which I have experience. There are other great options out there, but this is the one that I personally know. So I got in touch with them, and I said, look, we've got tens of thousands of people who watch us, who follow us, who support us. We want to do something to help them make 2021 better than 2020. And I said, and they said, yeah, that's great. You can be an affiliate, and they can have a 25% discount. And I said, no way. I don't want to make any money out of this. And I don't want a discount for people. I want them to have it for free for long enough that they can get in there and discover how great this is. Because the truth is, in 20 minutes you can get started, but you'll build up your password collection over time. So here's what I got for you: 6 months, and not of a single user thing, but a whole family thing that allows 5 members of your family to go on. Right? Pretty good, right?
Yes, that's amazing.
Maybe you're the only person in the room you can react, Kate.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to everyone on the other side of the camera.
I am, but yeah. So what we've done is we've got 6 months of OnePassword family. It's a $30 value, but we've got thousands of people, so the total value of this is some crazy number. Now, obviously, OnePassword have done this because they know that some number of people will stay with it and become paying customers. I think for this family product, I think it's like about $1 a week or something, maybe a little over $1 a week. It's kind of a latte a month type of money. It's really not very much at all compared to when you say in the company, I reckon that because obviously with the company we've got a whole bunch of people, we have to pay for more. But I would say that every day it pays for itself in the amount of time it saves, just the income, let alone the problems if anything were to leak. It's really cool. Yes. You can store all of your 2-factor in it. You have 2-factor to get in, and it's called. They took the name OnePassword because you only have to remember one password. So you remember I said earlier on I can remember one. I can actually remember 2. I can remember I can remember this one there's one website where I actually do remember it, and then I know my one password. And the whole idea is you remember this one, add two-factor to it, mind. Okay. All right. So you go into OnePassword, username, password, and the two-factor. Please, for the love of God, turn on two-factor, because now you're protecting all your passwords. This is the way to do it. This is once you go there, you never go back. And the only problem is getting over the hump, because I just showed you it's incredibly easy once you're on the other side. All right. So how do folks get this, Kate?
So you will just go to magfast.com/gift, and you will see how to sign up for it. And we'll even provide like one or two getting started videos for you guys to watch. And it'll be super, super easy. And if you have any questions about setting up your account, then you can contact the OnePassword customer support, because they will be able to help you better than we could.
Yeah,
don't contact
do that.
me.
So we use it, but we're not, Kate and we're not trained in how to give customer service for this product. We're customers of it, and we love it. As I say, I'm not promoting it over and above anybody else's. I actually don't care which one you use. The others we mentioned, Dashlane is great. LastPass is great. There are other great ones. There are online reviews comparing all of the different ones, but this is the one that I can place my hand on my heart and say I could not live without it. And so I got in touch with them. And as I said, this isn't a promotion for profit deal. This is, I want you guys to have it. But this is their product. They do this at scale. I mentioned two enormous companies that they. I mentioned IBM and Apple, but they have lots of large companies and lots of medium. So they have large-scale support to support any number of people doing this, and it's great. So on our page, Kate just mentioned, what is it? magfast.com/gift. We're going to have the hookup. So you go over to OnePassword. If you want to do this, you go over there and sign up. You get 6 months for free. If you cancel before that, it's not going to cost you a penny. If you stay with it, as I say, it's like a lot a month. It's really very, very little money for something that is just for the time it saves. It's fantastic. Or go with one of their competitors. Entirely up to you. But please do this now. You know you've been meaning to do it for forever. What do they get on the family members? We have 3 in our family that use it, but it's more than that, isn't it, Kate? How many is it?
5. You get 5 people on it.
Okay, so a family of 5, if you have 4 kids, maybe mum and dad can share something like that. Amy and I did that for the longest time. We now have separate ones. Says keep some of the Christmas stuff secret.
Good.
So family of 5, and what you can do is you can have. Each of the kids can, mum and dad can have one. Each of the kids can have one. And you can have a shared area. So, like the Netflix password or something might be in the shared family area, and it's not just passwords, by the way. You can have secret notes. You can put passport information. We keep our passport information in there. Credit cards can be in there as well. There's a lot of very cool stuff. All right. So magfast.com/gift, and please do that. My recommendation is do it right now. Okay, do it right now. Sign up and get your 3 most important passwords on. So the 3 that, if they were stolen, would completely, ruin your life. Your main bank account, your main email, your main social, something like that. And then once you've done those 3, you'll discover how really easy it is. If you have any challenges with it, you get in touch with the folks at OnePassword. They'll get you sorted out. By then you'll know how easy it is, and then it's easy to go adding them on. I probably add 2 or 3 extra items to it every day, I would think, on average. Some little note, some secret note, and now in the company they have these things called vaults. I didn't actually say the word vault earlier on. I was talking about an area, a shared area for the family. It's called we call it the family vault. All members of the family have access to that vault, but then you have private vaults where only one individual has access to it, or you can have a vault that only these 3 people have. Maybe all right. So we do that within the company. We have a vault for customer service. Has a vault. They have different passwords that Kate and the team need, and so only the people who need those passwords are able to get to that area. And then another area for social media and that kind of thing as well. All right. Excuse me. Please do that now.
Do it right now. Please.
Do it right now. I know how it is. You're going to say, "Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I'll do that this evening." No. Just do it now. Just do the initial sign up. Choose a really strong password. That can be the golden handcuffs on top of the hill or whatever. That can be your sentence that you can easily remember. Yeah. Please do it. Please do it right away. It's truly life-changing. I cannot imagine going back to having the spreadsheet and so on. But if, as I say, if you're a few months in and you decide this isn't what you want to do, you can always download it back to the old spreadsheet. All right. That I think just about wraps it up. Oh no, we need to do the secret keyword, right, Kate?
Yes, we do. And it'll be very hard for you to guess, but our secret keyword is security.
Yes, security is the secret keyword.
Go to magfast.com/fun, enter your keyword, and you'll get 3 extra entries into our $1,000 draw.
$1,000 draw. You can choose all MAGFAST stuff. You can choose some nice electronics plus some MAGFAST stuff, whatever you would like. Again, if you would be so kind, the like button, the smash the YouTube subscribe button under there, and also Twitter as well will be much appreciated. And that's just about it. Yeah, so it's magfast.com/fun for the 3 chances to win with the secret keyword security. magfast.com/gift right now to sign up for 6 months of free password management, courtesy of MAGFAST and our friends at OnePassword. All right, that's just about it. Next Thursday is going to actually be Christmas Eve. And it's a tradition that we do that in my. I always grew up with the night before Christmas. The great Clement Clark Moore, I think his name was. The great. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house. Either I can. Which should we do, Kate? I can either read it, or we can have the old
video with Hudson. Yes, Hudson. Not that I don't want to hear you read it, but I really like the video with Hudson.
Well, you actually get both with this, you see, because for folks who have not been with us for Christmas before, welcome. 2020 has been very rough to the world in general. It actually gave MAGFAST a bit of a pass, and we've been able to continue with our work, and we've been blessed to have a lot of folks join us on this journey. So if you join this year, you may not have seen before. Hudson is my now 13-year-old daughter. Just amazing kid. I've been blessed with 2 amazing kids. When Hudson was about 15 months old, 16 months old, something like that, just under 1.5 anyway. She knew the night before Christmas well enough that she could do the final word of each sentence. So I would go, "'Twas the night before Christmas," and all through she would go, "House." Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. And there's this very sweet video of me reading it to her. But of course, she's only 15 or 16 months old, so she kind of gets a little impatient with the process. It's just a little fun morsel. So we'll stream that out for you the night before Christmas. There's something for you to if you've got nothing to do on Christmas Eve. I'm sure you'll be very busy on Christmas Eve, but if you have nothing better to do, it is quite a sweet, fun thing, and it is the great celebration of Christmas, isn't it? The night before Christmas. So we will see you in a couple of weeks. We've got a big 2021 is going to be a big year, right, Kate? There's a lot of stuff coming up. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very excited.
We're tearing into tooling, as I've described that before. Long process. We're going to get the first products coming off the line after this long wait. Super excited about that. I'm frustrated with the whole COVID situation. I don't know. I mean, I really would normally. I would just be there, pulling the first items off the line and packaging them up myself. I don't know what we're going to be able to do in that regard. We have stuff that I'm not allowed to talk about because of the SEC. We have some very exciting new products that we want to launch as soon as the existing ones, the ones you know about, are shipping. So a big year, and we're blessed with this amazing team. Kate. We're so blessed to have you I'm so blessed to have
you.
you joining me on this escapade every couple of weeks, Kate.
Thank
And when
you.
she's not doing this, Kate is first amongst equals over in customer service. So thank you for that, and thank you for your support of us this year. You've been incredible. Please stay safe. I don't want to get political. I'm from England, so I'm not into American politics, but it seems to me somehow we've made the whole getting everybody healthy political. It's real. If you don't already know someone who's been badly affected by this, I fear that may happen in the next couple of months. So please, let's stay safe. Wear a mask. It costs nothing, and it really, really does make a difference. From everything that I can see, I have a reasonably logical, scientific mind. All of the evidence I can see is that it makes a very, very significant difference. And certainly the doctors and nurses who are treating this every day are begging people to do it. So maybe let's listen to them, because they are working very hard on our behalf. That's all I have to say on the subject. Thank you for supporting us through this year. And let's make 2021 something really, really special after what we've all just been through.